Several NFL teams enter this year's draft under immense pressure, where each pick could shape the course of their franchise. The New York Giants are at a crossroads. With ownership growing impatient, and both head coach Brian Daboll and GM Joe Schoen on the hot seat, finding a quarterback is imperative, even if they're downplaying the urgency. Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston might not be long-term answers, so striking a balance between premium talent early and maneuvering into range for a young signal caller is critical. In New Orleans, the Saints appear to be inching toward a rebuild they've long resisted. With Derek Carr's future uncertain and an aging roster weighed down by cap concerns, selecting a quarterback high might be tempting. Still, caution is key. A misfire at number 9 could set the franchise back even further. The Browns are finally back in the draft after the Deshaun Watson debacle, and they're desperate for a reset. With Watson's return timeline unclear, Cleveland may be eyeing a quarterback early, but their roster needs help across the board. Hitting on key offensive pieces will be crucial to salvaging the season. San Francisco's roster has been thinned by cap casualties and free agent departures. Armed with 11 picks, they must reload the defense and start planning for the future at left tackle. The 49ers' recent success in finding mid-round gems has faded. They need that magic again. Tennessee, drafting first overall, will almost certainly land Miami QB Cam Ward. But that's just the start. After years of dysfunction, a cohesive draft strategy is vital to stabilize the franchise. Supporting Ward with weapons and shoring up the defense will dictate how far they can climb. Meanwhile, Cincinnati is feeling the crunch. With massive contracts for Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins looming, the Bengals need cheap, effective rookie contributors, especially on defense. Uncertainty around Trey Hendrickson only heightens the stakes. Seattle is undergoing a quiet but dramatic overhaul. After shipping out DK Metcalf and Geno Smith, the Seahawks are building around a power run game. With multiple early picks, reinforcing the offensive line and adding complementary weapons will be top priorities. Carolina's faith in Bryce Young hinges on providing better support. The Panthers desperately need both an edge rusher and another receiving threat to help their young QB continue his late-season momentum. Jacksonville's challenge is different. They need value. As Trevor Lawrence's extension kicks in, hitting on depth in the trenches and secondary is essential under new GM James Gladstone's Rams-inspired approach. And in Las Vegas, Pete Carroll's arrival brings stability, but the roster needs work. While the run game is a priority, the Raiders can't afford to ignore the offensive line or a depleted secondary. Balance and discipline will define their success.